Welcome back to a new video. In this series, we journey through the ancient myths. Not just to witness heroes and monsters, but to follow the perilous voyages where every wave hides a trial and every harbor hides a god's whim. Before Odysseus sailed home, before Theseus entered the labyrinth, there was Jason, a prince cast out, a man with a single quest: to claim the golden fleece. This is the story of Jason and the Argonauts. A tale of betrayal, love, and a voyage to the edge of the world. The rightful heir in the impossible quest. Jason was the son of Ezon, rightful king of Iolcus. But his uncle Peleus seized the throne, fearing a prophecy that a man with one sandal would bring his ruin. Years later, Jason returned to claim his birthright. Peleus feigned welcome, but set a trap. "If you wish to be king," he said, "bring me the golden fleece that hangs in a far-off land, guarded by a dragon that never sleeps." It was meant to be a death sentence. Instead, it became legend. The gathering of heroes. Jason called for the bravest in Greece and they came. Heracles, strongest of men. Orpheus, whose music could charm even stones. Atalanta, swift-footed huntress. And Castor and Polydeuces, the twin sons of Zeus. They boarded the ship Argo, built by the master Argus, with a prow blessed by the speaking timber of Dodona's sacred oak. Together, they became the Argonauts. The voyage and the trials. The Isle of Lemnos. Ruled by warrior women who had slain their men. The Argonauts stayed longer than they should, until Heracles reminded them of their quest. The Harpies of Phineus. The blind seer Phineus was tormented by winged harpies who stole his food. The Argonauts drove them away, and in thanks, Phineus warned them of the deadly Symplegades, the clashing rocks. The clashing rocks. Two great cliffs that smashed together, crushing anything between them. Following Phineus's advice, they sent a dove ahead. When it made it through, they rowed with all their strength, escaping what the Argo's stern just grazed. Colchis and the Golden Fleece. At last they reached Colchis, where King Aeetes ruled. He agreed to give Jason the fleece, but only if he completed 3 impossible tasks. 1. Yoke fire-breathing bulls and plow a field with them. 2. Sow the field with dragon's teeth, which would spring into armed warriors. 3. Defeat the sleepless dragon that guarded the fleece. Jason might have failed, if not for the king's daughter, Medea. A sorceress and priestess of Hecate, she fell in love with Jason and offered her aid. With her magic, Jason tamed the bulls, turned the earthborn warriors against each other and lulled the dragon to sleep. Jason seized the fleece and Medea fled with him, leaving her home forever. The return and the cost. The voyage home was no less perilous. They faced sirens whose song lured sailors to their deaths, but Orpheus's music drowned their call. They sailed through storms and clashed with hostile kings. When they finally returned to Iolcus, Jason presented the fleece to Peleus. But Medea had her own vengeance for the usurper. A vengeance soaked in blood. The throne was Jason's at last, but the gods do not let mortals rest in peace for long. The meaning of the voyage. The tale of Jason and the Argonauts is not just an adventure. It is the Greek vision of the hero's journey. A gathering of strength, a voyage into danger, and a return forever changed. It teaches that no quest is completed alone, that love and loyalty can win the impossible, and that every prize comes with a price. The Argo may be gone, but her name still sails through the centuries, carried by the wind of stories. Thank you for watching. If there's another myth or voyage you want us to explore, tell us in the comments. And remember, every shore has its perils. Every hero has their crew. And every great journey begins with the courage to leave the harbor.